Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. It takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call us to 26. Well, the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player. They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the first play of the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Blake Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
We all saw the talent, the big plays in Minnesota, but Stephon Diggs really elevated his game in Buffalo last year. Led the NFL in catches with 127. There's another one right there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. This defense for the Chiefs, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage. Sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. But all in all, you never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this throw will be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They will run with Singletary. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw with Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll come out in the pistol. Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll look to run with Moss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Zach Moss with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 27, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Gets past one man. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now Allen. Screen play, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Allen to throw it. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They go play action. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime with a visiting Bill. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Bills to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Is brought in by Jamison Crowder. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
And Davis was drafted in 2020 to add depth to the wide receiver room, but he started to get more looks late in his rookie season. I think he's a breakout candidate here in 2021. Nice catch there.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Play action. Now it's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes on the slant. He's got Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Edwards-Helaire down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. On On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Allen now looks to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 2nd and inches, Allen, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. They were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or worse, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it. because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the first down. Second down, Cottrell, and here he'll get it down to the 7.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run, and at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Cottrell, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his second. Now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills getting set to go. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Now he's forced out left. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Allen going to throw. This one caught by Crowder. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing is Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Here's Allen. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. picked off inside the 10. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Back to throw. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes to throw. Steps away. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Kansas City, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile,